I'm just checking sometime, different time to see if you're sleeping or you're meditating. Huh? Sleeping or meditating? Good. Honest?
Yes.
I didn't sleep all night. Why should you sleep, right? Yeah. Hey, good friends. Many people are up there, been with me for a long time. Long time. I'm glad to see such people. Because you're going soon, so I try to give you a lot of time. Yeah. Did it benefit you somehow? All these Buddhist sutras and stuff? Does it really make you feel more elevated? Some are not good. Some are, yes, but some are not. You ask me why I fear? If I am Tim Kotu, and all this talk, all these days, make no difference to you. I'm very serious practitioner. That's why I go to the mountain alone with hunters and animals running around like that. I'm serious, that's why I went to Himalaya. I'm serious, that's why I'm still meditating many hours a day. I don't need you to believe in me, nothing. I don't need to prove you nothing. Maybe I shouldn't have told you that I'm Tim Kotu even. I don't know why I told you. I told you not just for you, for the world, for other people to know the name, in case they need it. The same question you can say, why the Buddha have to eat? Huh? Understand? Yeah. And why the Buddha need an ashram? Yeah. Why somebody have to build an ashram for him? If he's a Buddha, he can manifest the house by himself. He can. He can. But that's not the point. That's not the point. What for? Buddha come down and hula hula hop and do all kind of magic? What is that? Even the magician can do that. Why the Buddha accept offering from other people? Anybody know?
To bless them.
Yeah, give them blessing. He didn't want to stay anyway. He wanted to go. He wanted to go to Nirvana. But after God, kind of begged him, so he remember all the compassionate deeds he does. But even then he said, it's too difficult, I don't want to stay here. It was difficult for him. At that time we're not that polluted here even. We have no car, no television, not too much poison in the air or in the water. And people were still so difficult, not to talk about these days. Yeah. I just told you I'm Tim Kotu only. Is she really? If she is, why is she scared? Anyone will be scared. It's just the hunters, they're running around, and the animals are running around too because they're pushing them into one corner so they can shoot. And in the dark of the night, they might not see me. I'd be happy to die tomorrow, honestly. Yeah? Suppose I'm not fearful. Suppose not. But I have to be fearful too, because all of your fearful karma were on me too. Didn't you even know that? Yes. If I don't have fear, how do I understand your fear? How do I know how to make you not fear? If I don't know what it is. I'm born here to suffer and to know everything about humans so that I can help you. To be in a desert, or to be in a mountain, or to be a forest, you have to really want it, no matter what. It's not like I really want to look for the forest. I'm also okay here. It's just at that time I have to be there. Yeah, different time I have to be in different places. So I keep running around, different mountains, different forests. Sometimes I stay in some houses, but rarely, nowadays, rarely in the house, just outside. Either a little hut, simple, quickly, these plastic hut they sell, like a shed, it's simple to build. Or just a tent, or some box Plastic box. The plastic box they make so that you can put garbage inside and clap it and lock it. Yeah, I stay in one of them too. It's quicker, yeah. It's quicker. Anywhere we do, anything, as long as I have to be there for spiritual connection. I could do many things, but then you will not be healed. Everything you criticize on me is because of you. Truly like that. It is like that. I keep the 5 precepts. I don't tell you a lie. So anything you look at me bad, that is the mirror. You should check yourself first. Maybe I'm not Tim Kutu. Who cares? Who cares? You have benefit. Okay? There was a film, Bruce Almighty. You remember?
Yes.
Okay. God told him, don't ever tell anybody that he is God. Temporarily God. I guess filled in the job, while the God went on vacation. It's really funny. Yeah. But he didn't have to tell anybody that he's God. He has only one wife, and she even didn't believe anything in him. She left anyway. He did not have to do anything. He's just a private person. Wonderful. I thought I'm kind of your teacher. So whatever happened to me, whatever I know, I let you know. That's why I told you. Otherwise, I couldn't care a hair about what you know, or what you think about me, and what you think I am or not. You think I really care? For what reason? Huh? Yeah. For me, everything is really, really illusion. Truly like that. And there's one thing to know and another thing to really realize that. Understand? Yeah. And one thing to know that you are Buddha inside, you have Buddha inside. And another thing is to realize your Buddhahood. That is the thing. But since I already became involved with you, so I just try to continue to help you as much as I can. Otherwise, I can just go like this. Everything's okay. Go or not go, it's okay. But since I stay with you, now and then still, it benefits you, so I will try. Yeah, I will try. I came here to let you ask any question you want about the Buddhas, about the practice, and about your experience and everything. These few days, a lot of your brother and sister tell good experiences, openly or with each other, exchanging experiences. Yes, please.
Hi, Master.
Hi.
Thank you for coming again tonight.
Tonight? No, this is tomorrow.
I mean, this morning.
This is morning.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Well, first of all, you just mentioned that you can heal yourself, and it's true. Like, I've experienced so many times you heal myself.
Yes, even you can do it. All of you can.
I truly saw it in vision, and many times. And I know that you can do it for yourself too.
Yes.
But because of you decided to bear our karma, you allow yourself to suffer for us.
Yes, correct.
Also, I would like to thank you very much. For me personally, I find that this experience to witness how you drag basically people to the golden era, it's a miracle. It's so amazing, mind-blowing, that just to know, like, I had a vision how you actually stopped that tsunami from landing. And I was thinking all these predictions done by many psychics before, they were meant to be, except thanks to your grace, humans escaped so many disasters. It's just unbelievable. I also experienced when you elevated human soul to the 3rd level. And it was actually interesting. I had a coworker and she was in the psychic group. So after a few months after I saw when you elevated the human soul, she said, oh, everybody knows that this fall something happened to people, like the conscience of people went up and something happened. And I thought to myself, wow, how lucky I am to actually know who did it and how it happened. It's unbelievable how much work and how, like I've read before the Bible, for example, when this time comes, what's going to happen and stuff. It never crossed my mind how hard it is for you, Master, to deal with all of this, how much work you have to do, and it's hard to say. It's nice to experience it. At the same time, it's not nice to see how much you suffer. Like I remember once before the countdown, I felt so much like I was scared for the people, for the world. And I kind of tapped, I guess, in the universe, like the compassion you had for people and stuff. And well, basically, it's such a privilege to experience. I think this period of time, what you're doing, is the biggest event in the humans' experience, in the humans' history at all. So thank you very much. And thank you for letting me personally, for example, to witness it, to see it, and to have so much advantage in many, many ways.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Master.
Thank you, thank you. Some other also experience similar.
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you are my witness. Thank you. Because if I tell all this, people think I'm just raconte d'histoire, like telling a fairy tale or something. That's why I don't say anything. I don't say a lot. Very little what I told you. Very little. It's okay. It's not that hard. The hardest part of my job is you guys. Other thing in the spiritual realm is easier. It looks hard, but it's easier. Ego, arrogance, and ignorance is more difficult. In the physical level, it's more difficult. Yeah? Physical, intellectual, mental, all this garbage, more difficult, more painful. It took toys on my body many times. It's only because I have to continue to live for everyone. Otherwise, I don't want to stay here even. Not because I'm depressed or suicidal. It's not like that. I feel, what's the use? It's all illusion. I'm just playing with kids and then they don't even know. Yeah. Just like you are parents and your child is little and you play with toys with them, you boom, boom, bam, bam with them. At that time, maybe you are deep, maybe even for some moment you become childlike again. But that doesn't mean you grow back into a child. Doesn't mean your parents' status is lessened, that you forget that you're adult. No, it's not like that. You just play with the kids. For you, the toy motorcycle is nothing. It's just toy. But you play with him like real, wow, my God, come on, this way, that way. You just make it so exciting with the kids. Otherwise, you don't care, yeah? You don't care. Yeah. But you know for sure that the kids is very happy with this toy, so you wouldn't tell him, it's just a toy. Or you don't want to destroy it because you don't care. Okay? So it's not a question, it's just you look very grateful. I'm glad. Should be grateful also to your school councils. Yeah. God Almighty, cosmic beings, they're all helping. Okay? I don't really like it. Not just personal thing, but I don't like it that so many things that all heavens and earth do for all the people here. And some people are so ignorant and so ungrateful, So ungrateful. That's what I don't like. I also don't like people who don't really practice, just jump in the group just for fun. Because they have no life, they have nothing to do. Come in and just ruin our, togetherness. And I don't like this kind of people. So many doubts in the head because too low level, that's the problem. If you have such experience, like her, for example, or like other brother and sister, you don't even have any question in your mind. You have no question whatsoever. You're just so grateful, grateful, grateful. You never can have even one little question in your head because you know too sure, too well. Yeah, only low-level people have doubt, have question, and thinking garbage. Okay, any more? You English and he Spanish.
I was born in Iran.
Oh, Iran.
Grew up in England.
Oh, how did you meet her? Such a beautiful wife.
She came to study in Seville.
Seville is Spain.
Spain,
in the other,
south of Spain.
South of Spain. Southeast, huh?
Yeah, and then we have
Yeah. Then?
We met there, and then we have about 3 years relationship. She was living here, and I was living in Spain. And then after 3 years, we decided for her to come to Spain or for me to come here.
Yeah. So
when we met, I didn't speak English, and she speak very little Spanish. And then
it's better, so you never can quarrel a lot. What? The dictionary? Oh man! Oh, forget it. Forget it.
No,
it took too long to check out the sentence you want to say, and then you just cool down, man. Don't speak English. Better not.
No, it's true because my English was very little, and then I had to explain with hands. Eat or go, walk. Yeah.
It worked all the same. You produce a child, so it must have been work. Yeah. Okay, tell me, what is it you want to say?
I just want to say, even last night I was saying to my wife, it hurt my heart when I can see you talking about, the experience or other practitioners, they doubt you, and I don't understand how some practitioners still doubt you after so many years. Everything you've done and everything you do,
yeah, I wonder.
Sacrifice
myself.
your life, your money, everything for everyone, and all the miracles you do for everyone, and all the experience after all these years.
Yeah,
and it really, it hurt my heart. And in one occasion, one of my experience, I came to see you about 5 or 6 years ago here from New Zealand, and I have a big infection in my eye, in my left eye. For 3 or 4 days, I was putting drops and things.
Okay, now.
And when I got here, you asked me where you come from, and I said, I'm coming from New Zealand. 5 minutes later, you took one of the tissue and just clean your eye. And then I realized, she's cleaning her left eye, like my eye. And then I look at my eye, and my infection was gone straight away. And that is one of them. I mean, I have so many experience and miracle. You help me in all kind of ways, and I don't understand why still people doubt you, who you are.
Because they don't practice. That is the thing. They didn't come in to practice, and when they're in, they're not practice. So they see nothing, they know nothing, they hear nothing. It doesn't touch them. Sometimes I thought I waste my time, but because people like you, like Togo, or her, or many others, etc., some friend up there, that I still carry on, continue to carry on. It's very difficult to be a master. You have to dance, you have to sing, you have to know everything else. Lucky, lucky that I have a little talent. I earn my own money. Otherwise, I wonder what else you would do to me if I rely on you to live. I wonder. Anybody else want to say something? Otherwise, I read the joke last night again. Yes, Togo.
Je suis un peu attristé par le maître tout à l'heure parce qu'elle n'était pas contente.
he felt a bit sad because the master was not happy.
Yeah, c'est la vie.
J'ai été élevé par mon grand-père maternel.
I was raised by the grandfather from his mother's side.
Qui est croyant et pratiquant. Et je vais chanter un master, une chanson dans ma langue pour lui dire apaisez-vous, il n'y a que ça.
And he was a practitioner. He believes in one religion, and he would like to sing a song to say, "Have calmness in you."
What?
He's going to sing a song
For what?
to say, "Have peace in you."
A peace.
In you.
Thank you. I cannot always have peace if some of you don't have peace.
He will sing in his own language.
Mi wo do fa sang ba no za Joji yo atape jo droit et mon kemne ape toi devia magon et ji toto. Cette chanson voulait dire nous qui suivons le maître parce que c'est un pratiquant et suivant Jésus.
The meaning of the song is who we are following the master. The grandfather was following Jesus.
Et il disait tout ce que Jésus a vécu se trouve dans chaque famille de cette vie, nous qui suivons Jésus.
Everything Jesus experienced is inside each family here.
Dans une famille, il devait avoir Jésus, Ponce Pilate, Judas, les bourreaux qui l'ont crucifié.
In each family, they should have Jesus and Pilate and all the people who make suffer Jesus in each family.
In each family,
In
had
each family,
Jesus,
yeah, Jesus.
and also Pilate, the one who killed Jesus,
Judas.
and Judas. Yeah.
In each family.
Et il nous disait ça, de faire très attention que nous vivons, nous qui suivons la voie de Jésus, que dans chaque famille, il y a une miniature de ceci parce que c'était la voie du maître.
And he said to be careful about this, that in each family there was like a copy of each
Of these three, four people.
Of these
Oh, yeah.
people, yeah.
It's the same
Because it's a path of the master.
at Jesus'
Yeah.
time, yeah.
Donc, je voudrais dire à Maître de ne pas s'en faire. Nous vivons dans une famille. Il faut qu'il y ait tout ça là.
No,
He said
j'en veux pas.
He said to Master not to worry about what happened because we are one family and it happens like this also.
No. I want them to wake up. After 30 years, 20 years, they should wake up. If not, they have to stay home and think about it. And not being spoiled, like saying, okay, no problem, I still love you. Continue your idiocy and low level. Not encourage them to continue. Yeah.
Merci, Master. Et
But thank you. Yeah, thank you.
ce que je voulais qu'on sache, ce n'est pas Master qui doit venir vers nous. C'est nous qui devons aller vers Master. C'est nous qui devait travailler pour pouvoir l'atteindre. Ce n'est pas le Master de venir de l'autre côté.
And he would like us to know that it's not to Master to come to us, but it's every one of us to do the job to go closer to her.
I wish.
C'est très important parce que elle seule connaît. Nous ne connaissons rien. Même notre existence ici, nous ne connaissons pas. Mais elle s'est déjà découverte. Elle connaît ce qu'elle sait.
It's very important because only her has the knowledge. And we don't know anything, actually. Even we live here from this life, we don't know anything. But she does. She knows. She has the knowledge.
C'est le maître nous aide à réveiller ce que nous avons oublié. Mais tant pis pour celui qui ne veut pas se réveiller.
And the master helps us to awaken what we have forgotten. But if people don't want to remember, it's their fault, actually.
Il y a beaucoup de gens qui sont vraiment practitioners. Il y a pas beaucoup.
Ils doivent attendre encore 1000 ans. Il y a encore 1000 ans qu'on aura encore un maître comme celui-là.
They will have to wait 1,000 more years because we won't have a master like this before 1,000 years.
How you know all that?
Comment tu sais qu'il faut attendre 1000 ans?
Comment tu sais ça?
Maître, je le sais. Parce qu'il faut rester dans une situation pour pouvoir vous connaître, pour pouvoir vous atteindre. Il faut rester dans une situation. Il faut travailler pour pouvoir vous atteindre. Si quelqu'un qui ne travaille pas...
Et ça va. C'est vrai.
We have to be in a particular situation to know you. If you don't work for it, you won't know it.
Yeah, it's true. That's why I want the people who don't know just out, so that the people who know can continue with their work. And don't just come here and now and then, ruin our build-up good energy. Like going backward. Everybody going forward and it's just dragged backward. Like completely different kind of dimension, different kind of understanding, different kind of level. Just everybody has to go up together, I mean, more or less a little bit. But if it's too different, then he should wait at home. Maybe letting him go in home will wake him up a little bit more. Better than just hanging around doing nothing, never improve nothing. Just like Ananda, always together with Buddha, and not really enlightened until the whole Sangha kick him out, and then he become better. Okay, huh? But thank you very much. Why are you shaking your head?
Parce qu'on n'a pas les yeux ouverts, c'est-à-dire, ce n'est pas l'œil là qu'il faut ouvrir. C'est pas...
Qu'est-ce qu'il a dit?
Ce n'est pas les yeux physiques qu'il fallait ouvrir.
Yeah.
C'est l'œil intérieur qu'il faut.
It's not the physical eyes we have to open. It's the eye inside that we have to open.
Yeah, I know.
Travailler.
Yeah. Some people are just too cloudy. All right. This is a problem with sometimes some people also working, do something for the association, and then the ego come out and make trouble. Yeah? Yeah. Especially if you don't check out your ego, and if you already have this tendency, then the Maya help you to deepen that. I say to you, we all have anger and we all have fear, emotion inside, okay? Yeah. But we use it or not use it, up to us, nah? I'm very natural to you, okay? Whatever I have, I tell you. I'm not fearful of that. I'm not fearful of the fear. Yeah, okay? I don't fear that because of my fear, you will drop me. If you do, then it's good for me. Then I know who is friend, who is not, who is wise, who is still too low. I have all that. I don't mind to cry in front of you. It's just natural thing. I could control, but I don't want to. Why bother controlling if I feel like crying? Because the Buddha suffer. If I don't cry, then what am I, wood? Huh? I read the Jesus when he was crucified and all that. Before I became master even. Or before, when I was the housewife, I cry a lot. At that time, I was Buddhist and Christian at the same time, of course, yeah. And in the West, I don't have any sutra, so I read the Bible and I read how they treat him and all that, and I imagine if it's me, how painful can that be, how humiliating, yeah, and how ignorant and how cruel the people treating such a saintly person like that. They cannot prove that he does anything wrong. If they have proved it, okay, he killed somebody, he stole something, huh? Or he tell people to do bad things. If they can prove all that, then they could do something, say, oh, he's bad. He's not. There's no evidence against him like he's a bad person even, not to talk about saint. But because he dared to say that he's a son of God, that's the only sin he committed. And that's why I thought maybe I shouldn't have told you about Tim Kotu. Lucky I don't tell you about anything else yet. That's why I say I don't tell you anything anymore. Understand? Just Tim Kotu only. And then so many, different idea and different expectation, different concept. But Jesus cannot tell lie. He realized that he's a son of God, so he told like that. He told his disciples or the believer. Yeah? If you're a doctor, you graduate, then you know you're a doctor, right? You can't go out and say, hey, no, I'm not a doctor, I'm humble, I'm not. Then how people trust you and come to let you heal them, right? The doctor say, I'm a doctor, not because he's proud and boasting or arrogant. He just say the truth, right? It's like that, similar to Jesus or Buddha. Buddha also say he's a Buddha, not because he's proud or arrogant. I read all the sutra. I haven't felt anything arrogant about Buddha. And I read the Bible, whatever Jesus say, it's not arrogant or anything. He just tell the truth. Just people are so stupid. Huh? They think, how can a son of God look like that? What would a son of God look like? They have no idea either. Huh? How can the son of God walk bare feet? Yeah? But if he walk on high heel like me, they also say, how come the daughter of God walk high heel? You understand? Yeah. The son of God has no power. Why couldn't he, he heal other people? Why couldn't he heal himself? Why couldn't he escape from the confinement, of the Roman soldier at that time? He has to die. Somebody has to die for those humans at that time. If there's such a person as Judas in his group, then he must die. And even after he died, one of the disciples still doubt him that he even resurrect. Yeah, Thomas. Yeah, somebody saw Jesus resurrected. Maybe, of course he can do that if he want to. Jesus, Son of God, he can. He can do miracle, he can raise the dead, he can heal the blind. And why couldn't he rise himself up? He can. And some disciples even see that and talk to him and all that. Couple of people even, not one. And Thomas still don't believe it. So why? Why? Why should his sister or his brother tell lie to him? That is terrible. Meaning doubting his own initiate brother and sister. It's like that. Even one of the main disciples, one of the 12 apostles, 2,000 years ago. At that time, we didn't even have pollution yet, that too confused our mind, But if you want to still become a Buddha, then you should, okay? Should. You probably won't be a Buddha right away, but later, some other lifetime. But I'm warning you, all the Buddha sacrifice is real, huh? You can be enlightened now, okay? And enjoy your kingdom status when you die, But if you want to become Buddha, that's another thing. It's your own choice and your own road. I will not interfere, Okay? At that time when you want to become Buddha, there may be many things you have to do. And don't call me, huh? My phone will turn off. Because you're Buddha, you're supposed to do things. Why you call your master again? No. If you want to grow up and be a master, grow up, be an independent business, then do it yourself. I have other things to do. But be warned, huh? You'll be tested with fire, with suffering, inside out, mental, intellectual, body, everything. And during the time, the Buddha doesn't tell anybody about his inside suffering, but he suffered a lot. Yeah, some of it comes out, you know. Like Devadatta is obvious, yeah? But other instant, like he has to eat like horse feed, you know, the food for the horse for 3 months because of karma of disciple. Buddha, already a Buddha. Lucky at that time, he's in India. You know, Indian people mostly very gentle, huh? And believing, yeah. So it's only, we know only some instant like that. His cousin want to kill him, for example, or some disciple mistake make him, he has to eat the horse feeding for 3 months, for example, like that. And somebody even feed him dog meat, you know, yeah. And saying that is a vegetarian, for example, like that. Him and his disciple. Dog meat. Buddha, a vegetarian. And then, you know, we just know a little bit now and then. See, maybe disciple hear it just to learn, you know, just to learn some lessons. Even negative lesson, you must learn also to know. In case you want to be a master, then you should know. You know, don't expect always clapping hands and I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh, there are many things you have to deal with, okay? Humans' ego are not easy. If I keep hiding everything from you, all the negative things, well, I don't even tell you a lot. Just some only. Just a tip of the iceberg of all the things. Okay, yeah, guys? Everything I did for you. All the money I spent for you and the world. I don't do anything wrong. I don't care who says what. The problem is you have to know what you do. You know, not about anybody say what. If the whole world praise me, but I know I'm bad, then I also cannot live with myself. Yeah? Yeah. And if the whole world say I'm bad and I know I'm good, then I'm happy, you know, I don't care. Yeah, at that time, everybody say Jesus was bad. Whoa, how bad was he? What has he done to anybody except to heal the sick, huh? To cure the blind, and to tell people to believe in God, and to change the evil way of life. Huh? What did he done? What has he done wrong? Nothing. Nobody can say he done anything wrong. Except he was honest. He said he's the son of God. Oh, well, he was. He is.
Master, can I tell about what I think was a miracle for me?
Yeah, okay. Your horse? We all like to hear miracles. Please tell us.
So where I live is very remote, so I don't have any internet. To use internet, I've got to go 6 kilometres or 12 kilometres into town.
Join the club.
To use the library.
Yeah?
And so I didn't know about that there was going to be a retreat here. And I found out when I drove down to Melbourne on the Friday, and one of my friends, I had dinner with him at a vegan restaurant, and he said, oh, did you hear that they've got, you know, things happening? And by that Monday...
Your friend initiate or not?
Yes, he's initiate, yeah. And by Monday I was booked, and then I found out that I couldn't go. It was cancelled. And I didn't find out till 8 o'clock of the day that I was flying that I could go. But I live a long way from the airport. You know, the airport is like 400 kilometres away.
400 kilometers.
So,
Take you 10 hours to drive there?
oh, no, it took me... probably I left at 9:30 in the morning and I was on the flight. I was actually at the airport by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Drove there?
I drove there. I drove to the airport. But it was amazing how it all happened because I just jumped in the shower when I found out at 8 o'clock in the morning. My sister started packing my bag for me. I was saying, put this in, put that in, you know. And then I got into the car at 9:30 in the morning, rang up my friend and said, you have to feed my horses now because I made up 22 feeds before I left so that, you know, they had food because I make up special feeds for them.
How did you feed your horse? What?
I feed them, they get chaff, so oat chaff, loosened chaff. They get herbs, so they get nettle, and they get carrots and apples, and they get cleavers, which is like the sticky weed. It's a sticky weed. It's very nutritious. It's a weed. People consider it a weed, but actually weeds are quite nutritious. They get that. They get seaweed meal. They get dolomite, which is like...
meal.
Yeah.
Nutritious.
They get dolomite, which is because Australia is an old continent, the topsoil has been blown away and all the good stuff is not there anymore, you know, to grow the food. So it's replaced with this dolomite, so they get a pinch of that every day as well. So I made up 22 of these big bags, you know, before I left.
With your sister.
Yeah, but, you know, to me it was just a miracle, and I thought, this is just amazing because in a week, here I am on my way, and I just thought... well, why wouldn't I be so driven to go? Because to me, it was like I was going to see the most beautiful entity in the whole universe. So entity. You know,
entity.
Yeah.
So I'm an entity now.
The most beautiful being in the world, in the whole universe. So, you know, that was my driving force to come here.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. For you, at your age, I don't mean to offend anything, but to drive all alone and go to the airport, packing all that, and take care at home before you go, and this is really a miracle to me.
Oh, to me, it's just like I just had to come. You know, it was just like this big thing that I just had to be here. And I don't know. I just trust my inner knowing.
Yeah.
And that's what drives me.
Yeah, I understand. You just want to go.
Yeah.
I understand that.
But, you know, when you were talking about the hunters, because this is a fear I have near where I live because I live in such a remote area, and my horses, there's a lot of deer there, and the hunters come to shoot the deer, you know, which is really, really sad. But I worry for my horses too because they're in that same vicinity.
There could be your horse also. I understand.
But they have coats on that have got reflective bands on them, so you know when they shine the light.
Oh, but you never know.
No,
you never know. Sometimes they aim at the deer, but then if your horse nearby, it could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I live also one day long ago in another remote mountain. There was no water, no electricity, truly nothing. And the hunters also all over around, you know, with the hunting dogs even. So I had to fence it all in.
Well, they have national parks near where I am, and shooters are not allowed to go in there. So the animals, the wildlife have got an area where they can go.
Yeah.
And they're protected. And nobody's allowed... There are people, I mean, you can ride your horse through there or you can take a bike through there or whatever, but people are not allowed to take guns and dogs, no cats are allowed to go in there. So the wildlife at least have got some area where they can have some peace.
My area is also, but it's a private land, you know, I paid for it, everything. I was thinking maybe one day we... you know, make something there and then everybody can come, but it's not that easy. there's only a small well already dig. If we have rainwater, we must have buildings, you see, so we catch the rain. I built a little, like, it's like a small pool, no, not a pond even, you know. I built alongside of the stones, so that maybe water will run in there, but it's not much. And I took some water from some little sources from the mountain, but also not much, maybe. But it takes a long time to fill up a tank of maybe, I don't know, maybe 30 tons or something water. I don't know why I told you this story. Because you horse, you and your horse. Okay. Yeah. For you, because you think it's a miracle because you live in it and you know how impossible things happen, you know, and you feel it. You have the intuition and the connection inside, you feel it. But if you tell like that in worldly language, it's became like nothing.
I know.
I know that.
People don't understand how you feel about it.
Yeah. Because you have to live it in order to know, to live the experience. That's why I told many of you, don't tell your experience. Yeah, but here we understand. More miracle?
Oh,
plenty, huh?
They happen all the time.
Understand.
Yeah, but because it's a very peaceful place and it's sort of like you're always in a beautiful... You always have a lovely feeling. You wake up in the morning, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
You go through the day, you see your animals.
And you're lucky.
So many blessings, you know. And when things are meant to happen, they just do. And you can't really explain it to anybody because it just happens.
Yeah, I understand. I think many of them understand. Yeah. Okay, love. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you. Anybody else?
I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you've done for me. I know that you arrange everything and you take care of me so well. And my life couldn't be more perfect. Actually, before I come here, because I finished my advanced diploma, and I struggled myself to find a job. And I couldn't find a job, and I say to myself, oh, maybe because not a good time, maybe I have to study more. Just one day before I come here, and then I got a job offer. And I know that you arrange everything. And my life couldn't be more perfect. I got an excellent husband that he's always support me. Every time that we have a retreat, he's always support me and encourage me to come.
Jen, you are the only one who come all the time. The poor guy stay home, take care of everything.
Yeah.
Look at that's why how many guys are lucky to be here.
Yeah.
It's all woman. Honey, I want to go. I must go. And then the husband say, okay, just go. Yeah. What else the man do? Huh?
Yeah, even though I depend on him financially 100% because I'm not working at the moment.
You will be, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm thank you for everything.
You're lucky girl. Yeah.
And one more thing that I want to share as well. My parents also want to say thank you to you. They got initiated in Hong Kong camp about over 20 years ago, and they couldn't make to be here because it's really hard for them to get a visa and come here. And they haven't seen you for over 20 years. But they say to me that they don't feel that you with them all the time. And my parents, they all are loving heart in Vietnam. And the miracle is from the first day of opening until now, the loving heart is already full of customer. And even actually, to be honest with you, when they call me up and they say that they want to open the loving hub 5 years ago, and I even want to stop them because before the loving heart, they already opened 2 vegetarian before, but it's not successful. And I say to my parents, maybe you move to the other thing, maybe it's not suit you. But my mom, she have a deep connection with you inside, and she say that I've never thought that I was gonna open any vegetarian or vegan restaurant again because it's enough for me. But somehow Master inside tell me that I have to open the loving heart. And then I can see that's miracle because it's not often that you see the restaurant from the first day ever of opening until now, which is 5 years already, but it's full of customer every day. And especially the first day of the month and the middle day of the month, which is ngày rằm và mùng 1 đó sư phụ.
Buddhist, yeah.
Yeah, and even we don't have enough seat for all the customer. They have to queue up in such a long line, and some of them have to go out to find the seat themselves. Yeah, but they still happy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite a miracle.
Mostly good food.
Yeah,
The
I think
miracle
so.
is the food.
But I think it's all about you. You bless the restaurant, and everybody in the restaurant can feel it.
Good, wonderful. Good news. Congratulations. Yes. They don't feel separate from me, that's why. They haven't seen me a long time, but they feel like they've just seen me yesterday. It's okay like that. Some people are like that, yes. That's why they can do many things, you know. They can make it happen. Good.
Thank you, Master.
Go home and be nice to your husband.
I will.
Even though he loves you, but you have to be nice and appreciate it and express it, you know? Yeah, express it. John, I guess all of you know better than I how to be a wife. Who am I to tell you, because I left him anyway. Yeah. But I have always loved him, you know. Okay, anyone else? No? Okay, it's good. I can read you some sutra. Yes. I appreciate it very much when you ask really important question, or not important question, but the main point is that it has to come in from inside, you know, sincerely you want to know about it, you know, 'cause you need it. Even low-level question, but if you really need it. Togo, your brother was not initiated? No. The one that is sick?
Je suis le seul initié là.
You are the only one? Okay. Yeah, that's why he died and you live. Huh? That's what you mean. That's what you mean by miracle.
He was the only one initiated in his family.
Yes.
And
his brother did not get initiated.
His brother wasn't initiated.
The same sickness, and the brother died and he did not. That's why he think it's a miracle. Yes, same sickness because you see, genetics. So
yeah, for generations
yeah.
they kill.
So if he died, you would have to. Understand now, because I was thinking why his brother died, he don't die, and then why it's so miracle. Now I understand. This sutra is very famous. Amitabha Buddha is one of the most famous in the Buddha's kingdom. The Buddha Sakyamuni introduced him to us, to his disciples, and now we also know about it. Okay? Guanyin Bodhisattva, Amitabha Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha, Medicine Buddha, these are famous. So I read Amitabha Buddha especially, very famous. Sometimes more famous than Sakyamuni Buddha. They don't, many, for example, in Taiwan, in Taiwan, when they do retreat with any master, they just recite Namo Amitabha Buddha all the time. I have not seen one that recite Namo Sakyamuni Buddha all the time. They do when they do praying and puja, but not retreat specially, just to recite Namo Amitabha Buddha. He's quite famous. Now, I'm going to tell you why he is so famous. Now, I will read you the sutra, and then you will know why. You want to? Yes. Even a non-Buddhist? Who are non-Buddhists? Raise hand. So now you understand something about Buddhism. Next time you meet a monk and you tell him, I know you. You're the son of Sakyamuni Buddha. We should really thank the past masters, monks and nuns and scholars who have taken time to record the Buddha's teaching after the master's nirvana. And also for the past and present persons, lay or monks or nuns who have really dedicated themselves, sacrificed their time and precious health or under any difficult situation to translate this so that I can read it to you. And we have to thank them. And may they be blessed forever by all the Buddhas, past, present, and future. May their merit be immense. May they be liberated forever. Thank you. According to Buddhism and the believer and the tradition, when you read sutra and all that, you have to put on incense, flower, and bow to the sutra first and thank all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in 10 directions, all respectfully, before you read it, okay? And then you cover the sutra also with silk or beautiful cloth, and I just make it more popular, yeah, more easy, simple. And I apologize to all the Buddha. I say if I done something wrong, according to the tradition, my heart is full of respect. It's just that I cannot always do that. So please, all the sin, whatever I've done wrong, is all on me. At least other people, they hear the names of the Buddha, according to the sutra, they will get benefit. Yes. Amitabha Sutra. Amitabha, Amitabha. Amitabha. Thus I have heard, once Buddha was in the land of Shravasti, in the garden of Jeta and Anathapindika. He was accompanied by 1,250 great bhikkhus, and all of them great arhat, well known to the assembly. Among them were his leading disciples, such figures as the elders Sariputra, Maugalayayana, Mahakashyapa, Mahakatiyayana, and Mahakaustila. Now you know why I can't remember the name. Rivata, Sudipantaka, Nanda, and then Ananda, Rahula, his son. He's a biological son. Yeah. Gavampati, Pindola, Baharadavaja, Kalodanyin, Mahakapina, Vakula, and Aniruddha, all great disciples. Also present were the Bodhisattvas, Mahasattva, like Manjushri, Prince of the Dharma, wisdom. The Bodhisattva Ajita, the invincible, and the Bodhisattva of constant progress, Gandhahastin, Nityodiyukta, and others such great enlightening beings. Also present was Shakra, the king of the gods. You know, he followed Buddha everywhere. Before he became Buddha, and now the Buddha is there, he also came down. What are you doing here again? Huh? You want to make the Buddha suffer again? The king of the gods, Shakra, yeah, may not be the same Shakra, because even king of gods, they change position. They die and somebody else take place, you know? So the kingdom of God is sometimes up for grab. If you're good enough, you just come up. Because the Shakra, maybe at that time his marriage run out and then he has to go. And then the throne is empty. So whoever has enough merit, just come up, take the place. So simple. Shakra was there, you know, the king of the gods, along with countless numbers of heavenly beings, making up a great assembly. I have to tell you that Chakra is the king of 33 heavens only. The gods of 33 heaven in the astral level. He's not the god of all the gods. Like he's not the God Almighty and all that. So don't blame him for being so cruel and wicked and testing the Buddha to be in such many, agonizing way. Yeah, understand? It's not Almighty God. It's not even a second level God. You never heard him come down and making trouble. And Brahman, you never see him making Buddha suffer. It's just an astral. Similar to human. If they are from astral level, they do many naughty things, not very kind things. Yeah, because astral or hell. At that time, the Buddha said to the elder Sariputra, west of here, past 100 billion Buddha lands, there exists a world called ultimate bliss. In this land, past 100 billion Buddha's land, far away. Yeah. In this land, there exists a Buddha called Amitabha, who is expounding the Dharma right now for his, for his people in that land. Buddha says to Sariputra, why is this land called ultimate bliss? It is called ultimate bliss because the sentient beings in this land are free from the myriad sufferings, and only know every kind of joy. Furthermore, this land is called ultimate bliss because it is surrounded by 7 rings of railings and 7 layers of nets and 7 rows of trees, all made of the 4 precious jewels. Moreover, the land of ultimate bliss has many jeweled ponds filled with the waters of 8 virtues. The bottom of each of the ponds is pure golden sand, and the stepped walkways that lead up from all 4 sides of each of the ponds are made of gold, silver, lapis lazuli, and crystal. Above the ponds there are many towers which are adorned with silver and gold and lapis lazuli and crystals, and mother of pearl and red agate. In the ponds there are lotus flowers as big as cart wheels, blue ones shining with blue light, yellow ones shining with yellow light, red ones shining with red light, and white ones shining with white light, each emitting a subtle, pure fragrance. The land of ultimate bliss is complete with all these merits and adornments. And there is more. Celestial music is constantly playing in this Buddha land, and the ground is made of gold. Flowers in the shape of heavenly orbs rain down at all hours of the day and night. Every morning, the sentient beings of this land decorate their garments with multitudes of wondrous flowers. The flower rain down so that they can, decorate their garments and make offerings to hundreds of billions of Buddhas in all the world. So they take the flowers, they fly to billions of other Buddhas' land and make offering. Oh my God. Can you imagine that? Without any airplane, without car, without pollution. Sounds similar to our land, huh? Except it's more wonderful and precious. Yeah. When it is meal time, they return to their own lands to eat and circumambulate the teaching assembly. Or the Buddha, the teachers. The land of ultimate bliss is complete with all these merits and adornments. In the original universe, we don't eat. Okay? We don't feel hungry. They have all kind of fruits, all kind of trees, all kind of things, but nobody need to eat anything. Too busy creating, enjoying their creative power and making things and then make it disappear or make it again, and blessing, enjoying also. And there is more still. The land of ultimate bliss is complete with all these merits and adornments. And there is more still. In this land there are birds of all sorts of wondrous, variegated colors, white cranes, peacocks, orioles, minor birds, cuckoos. All these birds bring forth harmonious songs day and night. Their songs communicate such Buddhist teachings as the 5 roots, the 5 powers, the 7 factors of enlightenment, the Eightfold Path, as well as other teaching. Even birds, they're preaching in that land. When the sentient beings in this land hear the voices of the birds, they are mindful of the Buddhas, mindful of the Dharma, and mindful of the Sangha. The birds reminding them. And I turn back the page here. Do not think that these birds were born as birds due to karmic retribution or past misdeeds. Why not? Because in this Buddha land, the 3 evil planes of existence, as animals, hungry ghosts, and hell beings, do not exist. In this Buddha land, even the names of the evil planes of existence do not exist, much less the realities. All these birds are the creations of Amitabha Buddha, fashioned in order to broadcast the sounds of the Dharma, like radio, living radio. It's also a miracle, eh? In this Buddha land, there is a slight breeze that steers the rounds of jewel trees and jewel nets, so that they emit subtle, wondrous sounds, like hundreds and thousands of melodies playing all at once. All those who hear these sounds spontaneously develop the intention to be mindful of the Buddha, the Sangha, and the Dharma. This Buddha land is complete with all these merits and adornments. What do you think? Why is this Buddha called Amitabha? The light of this Buddha is infinite and shines on all lands throughout the universe without obstruction. Thus, this Buddha is called Amitabha, meaning limitless light, yeah? Also meaning limitless lifespan. Yeah? He lived forever. Yeah. Also the lifespan, look at that. Also the lifespan of this Buddha and his people is an infinite number of immeasurable aeons, and so he is called Amitabha. You live forever there. You like to go there, huh? Can do. Mm-hmm. Amitabha Buddha attained enlightenment 10 eons ago. It's not long, eh? Normally it's a numerous asamkhya aeon and aeons, and this only 10 aeons, young, young Buddha. Moreover, this Buddha has innumerable disciples, all of whom are arhats, and whose numbers are incalculable. Amitabha also has a following of innumerable bodhisattvas. Cha-cha. Crowded family. The land of ultimate bliss is complete with all these merits and adornments. None of the sentient beings who are born in the land of ultimate bliss ever fall back into a lower realm, meaning they are avaivatika. Many among them have only one more lifetime to go before enlightenment. So they're not complete. They're okay. Just that they're not like enlightened. Oh, yeah. The Buddha just fetched them up, but doesn't mean that they are enlightened. Not very enlightened, perhaps not, because they still eat. Huh? They adorn their garment with flowers and all that. Sounds cute. Yeah, as long as you can live forever and peaceful there, who cares? One more lifetime. These beings are very numerous and their number is incalculable. When sentient beings hear of the land of the ultimate bliss, they must take a vow to be born in this land. Why so? So that they can be together with all these beings of superior goodness. One cannot be born in this land through minor good roots or blessing or virtues or causal and causal connections. I mean, have to be real good, real good. Pass all the exam, pass all the tests. If there are good men or good women who hear of Amitabha Buddha and recite his name single-mindedly and without confusion for 1 day or 2 days only, yeah? Or 3 days or 4 days or 5 days or 6 days or 7 days. From 1 day to 7 days then, huh? Then, when these people are about to die, Amitabha Buddha and all the sages who are with him will appear before them. When these people die, their minds will not fall into delusion and they will attain rebirth in Amitabha Buddha's land of ultimate bliss. If you don't like study with me, there's a choice here, okay? Backup, plan B. No problem. I'm not jealous. Otherwise, I wouldn't tell you. But you have to recite single-mindedly, not like you. Amitabha what? Amitabha who? Master, I concentrate. I have seen this benefit, and so I speak these words. Means Shakyamuni Buddha spoke these words truthfully, yeah? I have seen this benefit, he said. So I speak these words. If sentient beings hear what I say, they must make a vow to be born in that land. He didn't even say make me born into Shakyamuni Buddha land. Yeah. Maybe because Shakyamuni Buddha doesn't make a vow to take sentient being up into his land. But Amitabha Buddha did. That's why. Okay? And Shakyamuni, without jealousy, introduced his colleague. What I mean is, the Buddha spoke the truth. That's why if you go to China or some Buddhist land, or Taiwan or Vietnam, you heard people gather in the temple for 3 days or 7 days retreat, just recite his name all day. And of course meditate some also, but otherwise they just recite his name. When I was younger, I sing this Amitabha Buddha song for you. Yes. At that time, I could stress my voice very long, remember, and very high. I cannot anymore. I can talk still, but I don't have such an energy to sing like before, like that time. Right now, I am extolling the benefits of the inconceivable merits of Amitabha Buddha. But in the Eastern direction, there are also countless other Buddhas. The Asabhya Buddha and the Buddha marks of the Polar Mountain and the Buddha Great Polar Mountain and the Buddha Light of the Polar Mountain and the Buddha Wondrous Voice, etc. Each of them preaches in his own land with the eloquence of a Buddha and covers a whole cosmos, speaking the truth. All of you sentient beings should believe this scripture, extolling their inconceivable merits, and which all Buddhas protect and keep in mind. This secret, this merit, most Buddha knows about it and protect them. In the words of the southern direction, in the worlds, different planet of the southern direction, there are countless other Buddhas. Wow, thank God, huh? like the Buddha lamp of the sun and moon, and the Buddha light of renown, and the Buddha great flaming shoulders, and the Buddha lamp of the polar mountain. Such some name quite cute, huh? Yeah. I have to tell you honestly, when I rediscover the name Tim Kotu, I was a little disappointed. I was thinking the great being should have, more glorious name, sound more glorious. Tim Kotu. It doesn't sound like anything on this planet. Huh? People have names like Gloria and thirst come one or Buddhas and whatever. It's a Tim Kotu. It sounds very like a farmer, I was kind of disappointed. What a name, huh? I would have loved to have a more glamorous, clinging sound. Yeah, if it were up to me to make up the name, I would have found something more, more glorious, more beautiful, and more glamorous, or more, even more mystical and more mysterious. Tim Kutu, it sounds like a boy next door. Like a man next door, Hey, Tim. How you, Tim? Yeah. I was kind of disappointed. I have to tell you the truth. I'm just too honest for my own good. Yeah, if I didn't tell you this, you never thought, huh? But I was the one who thought like that. And if I were to want to hide and to make you feel more that I'm more powerful, I wouldn't have told you that I have fear, that my mind had fear. Yeah. Like anxious, worry. But it's not like fearful, not really strong fear or anything, but for lack of word, I just say fear, Many things I wouldn't have tell you, if I want to protect my glamorous image, nothing. I fear nothing. I'm Tim. Yeah. Know what to do, it's Pusu language is like that. It's really Pusu. In Chinese, Pusu means simple. Like if you wear Pusu clothes, it means very simple, plain clothes, nothing glamorous, nothing very colorful. That is Pusu. A Chinese Pusu is like that. But Pusu in there, it doesn't mean simple, okay? Just a language, okay? And then, funny, like great flaming shoulders. That remind me of Tim. That's why I was thinking. I have to tell you that. And the Buddha lamp of the polar mountain and the Buddha infinite progress. Each of them preaches in his own land with the eloquence of Buddha and covers the whole cosmos. Yeah, it's similar to cosmos, is smaller cosmos, okay? Not like the Pusu language, yeah? When they speak, if they choose to speak, it's like singing, like music. And it's reverberate in the whole, really, cosmos. But nobody hears it, yeah? People in the shadow land cannot hear them. But it comes down, now it comes down. We bore a hole, attach a tube, and now everybody can listen to the radio. But you can't hear. It comes down, but you can't hear, okay? If you hear, you probably become deaf. Yeah, or your head will be broken into pieces. Too strong, too powerful. The description in this Buddha scripture is similar to the Yosuke land. Just over there, it's more refined, more beautiful. People don't eat. You don't see them wearing clothes even. Just light surround them. Understand? Yeah. They no need to adorn their body with flower from raining from heaven. They just have them if they want to. Okay. Speaking the truth here. Okay. In the worlds of Western direction, there are countless other Buddhas. I mean, in all directions, we have a lot of Buddhas, yes. Like the Buddha infinite life and the Buddha innumerable characteristics. What name? And the Buddha innumerable banners, and the Buddha great light, and the Buddha great illumination, and the Buddha mark of reality, and the Buddha light of purity. Each of them preaches in his own land with the eloquence of a Buddha and covers the whole cosmos, speaking the truth. All of you sentient beings should believe this scripture, extolling their inconceivable merits, and which all Buddha protect and keep in mind. In the worlds of the northern direction, there are countless other Buddhas, like the Buddha flaming shoulders, and the Buddha supreme voice, and the Buddha unstoppable, and the Buddha born of the sun, and the Buddha netted light. Each of them preaches in his own land with the eloquence of a Buddha and covers the whole cosmos, speaking the truth. All of you sentient beings should believe this scripture, extolling their inconceivable merit, and which all Buddhas protect and keep in mind. In the words of the Nadir, there are countless other Buddhas, like the Buddha lion, and the Buddha repute, and the Buddha light, and the Buddha Dhamma banner, and the Buddha upholding the Dhamma. Each of them preaches in his own land with the eloquence of a Buddha and covers a whole cosmos, speaking the truth. All of you sentient beings should believe this scripture, extolling their inconceivable merits, and which all Buddhas protect and keep in mind. In the worlds of the zenith, there are countless other Buddhas, like the Buddha pure voice, and the Buddha sojourner king, and the Buddha incense fragrance, and the Buddha fragrant light, and the Buddha great blazing shoulders, and the Buddha body of multicolor jewel flower garlands. It's a longer name, huh? Yeah. Better than Tim Kotu, huh? So short. You know, even some dogs, they have long names, you know, these show dogs, yeah, pedigree. Yeah, they have long names, you know. Oh, very, very long. Sometimes I couldn't even read half of the names I give it to the dog. You know, they fancy names, and even human don't have. These are pedigree dog. Many names, I don't know why. Probably all the ancestors' name, you know. Just like in America or England, you have the name of your grandfather, you know, or your great-grandfather. Yeah. They probably put all the names of the many of generation of the dogs together, put a long name. Oh, sometimes 12 or 15, 20 names together. And the Buddha body of multicolored jewel flower garlands, and the Buddha Sala tree king, and the Buddha precious flower virtue, and the Buddha sees all truths, and the Buddha like the polar mountain. Each of them preaches in his own land with the eloquence of the Buddha and covers the whole cosmos, speaking the truth. All of you sentient beings should believe this scripture, extolling their inconceivable merits, which all Buddha protect and keep in mind. Why do you think this is called the sutra that is protected and kept in mind by all the Buddhas? The Buddha asked, and then he answered himself. If there are good men and good women who hear this scripture, accept it and uphold it, and they hear the names of all these Buddhas, all these good men and good women will be protected and kept in mind by all these Buddhas. So you are in the minds of all these Buddhas already. They protect you. Wonderful, huh? And all people who hear this and believe in it and respect it, we have the same protection and blessing. You see, that's why in China or Taiwan they have retreat and always recite the name Amitabha Buddha. So you got one name actually enough. So it's quicker, yeah, than reciting all these little bit difficult names. In Taiwan, when I first came, I went to a temple. I see people, elderly women, circumambulate in the hall. After meditation, they stand and do walking meditation and they recite the name of Amitabha Buddha. But in Taiwan, it's Omitohut, Omitohut, right? Taiwan, they say Omitohut, right? Omitofo is not, they call it in Taiwanese. In Fujianhua, Omitohut, right? Yeah. So they walk around and Omitohut, Namo Omitohut, Omitohut, Omitohut. And when I first saw, I said, why they keep saying tofu, tofu? I was naive, That's, how come always tofu, tofu, tofu? First I said Namo Omitohut, And then later, just very fast, and I just hear tofu, tofu, tofu. I was thinking, wow, Taiwanese people, they love tofu, so I recite it all day. Taiwan language and Mandarin is sometimes a little different, similar, it's just a dialect. So when I first came, they give me things to eat, and then I was eating, and they say, "He cha bo." I said, no, later. I'm eating now. I heard cha later. Asked me if it's a good taste or not. But it sounds like drink tea or not, So I said, I drink tea later. He cha bo. Okay. All these good men and good women who heard the sutra, uphold it, respect it, will be protected and kept in mind by all these Buddhas. And all of them will reach the level where they do not turn back from complete, unexcelled, correct enlightenment. Mean they will be going onward, forward to enlightenment, and they will not retreat ever. They will have no chance to fall back, but going forward. If you hear this sutra and respect it, and all the Buddhas protect you as well on your enlightenment path. Yeah. Therefore, all of you should faithfully accept what I say and what all the Buddhas have said about this sutra. You see now why Amitabha Sutra is famous? And you see why Amitabha Buddha is famous in Buddhism? Yeah. You see why many people believe in Buddhism? You know why now, okay? Many stories about it. Yeah. All those people who have vowed or are vowing or will vow to be born in the land of Amitabha Buddha reach the level where they do not turn back from complete, unexcelled enlightenment. Whether in their past lives, their present lives, or in their future lives. Therefore, all good men and good women, if they have faith, must make a vow to be born in that land. Just as I am now extolling the inconceivable merit of all the Buddhas, all those Buddhas are likewise extolling my inconceivable merit with these words. Shakyamuni Buddha is able to carry out a most difficult and rare task. In the word endurance, in this terrible world, suffering, and all we do is just enduring, patiently enduring. Yes, they call this word enduring or patience, because beings here have to be patient. That they really have patience in order to live here in such a difficult world. And the Shakyamuni be able to come here and preach So they all praise him. Yeah. He praised other Buddhas, and he said other Buddhas also praise him in the world, such as Shakyamuni Buddha is able to carry out a most difficult and rare task in the world, in this world, of endurance, in an evil world of the 5 corruptions, the corruption of the age, the corruption of views, the corruption of afflictions, the corruption of sentient beings, and the corruption of life. This world, they say, is all corrupt. Even in this kind of world, he is, at that time, the Buddha Shakyamuni was still alive and on the planet. So they say he is able to achieve complete, unexcelled enlightenment and to expound the truth which all beings in all worlds find hard to believe. In all worlds, even not just our world. Know then that in the midst of this evil world of the 5 corruptions, I am able to carry out this difficult task, attain complete unexcelled enlightenment, and expound the truth, which is so hard to believe for beings in all worlds. This is indeed most difficult. When Buddha has finished preaching this scripture, Sariputra and all the monks and all the other gods and humans and asuras and all the rest who had been listening, having heard what the Buddha said, rejoiced and faithfully accepted. They all bowed in homage and departed. We should really thank the past masters, monks and nuns and scholars who have taken time to record the Buddha's teaching after the master's nirvana, and also for the past and present persons, lay or monks or nuns who have really dedicated themselves, sacrificed their time and precious health or under any difficult situation to translate this so that I can read it to you. And we have to thank them. And may they be blessed forever by all the Buddhas, past, present, and future. May their merit be immense. May they be liberated forever. Thank you. Okay. There is another occasion that the Buddha talked about Amitabha Buddha land. In maybe a little different way. I don't remember he talked so long about other Buddhas as well, but he emphasized Amitabha Buddha land to another person. Yeah, there was a queen at that time. She was being imprisoned by her son. Her son, yes, he was bad. He not only killed his father to take the throne early, but he also imprisoned his mother. If I am not wrong, I think this father the king wanted the son so much that he forced one of the sage, like Patekya Buddha or something, or a sage who was practicing, and forced him to die so that he become his son. So he say, you have to wait. If you force me now, when I become your son, I might kill you. And that's how it happened. So the queen, his mother, was imprisoned as well. And then the queen was imprisoned. And then she couldn't come see the Buddha. She was suffering so much, And then she prayed to the Buddha. She said, Master, I cannot come to see you. I don't know how. I cannot. So the Buddha appeared in her cell, and asked her, don't be sorry and all that. Just concentrate on recite the name of Amitabha Buddha, and then when you die, you will go there and finish all the suffering forever. Yeah. Use the time in prison to practice. And then he preached to her the land of Amitabha Buddha, how beautiful it is. And he told her she has to imagine this land. In that sutra, he taught how to practice as well. Here he just described the land and the merit. But in that prison, he told her how to imagine, He described it all, and then he said, you have to imagine and fix your mind on that with the name of Amitabha Buddha. Do it day and night as much as you can. And then when you die, you'll be born in that land. That's another occasion of the Amitabha Sutra. A little different, with the advice of how to practice. Yeah. Just concentrate, and imagine. Remember all the things that he described and fix your mind on it in detail. And remember the name of Buddha, then you'll be born there. Or you could even visit there, he said, while alive. Yeah. Something like that. In that sutra, he taught how to practice as well. Here he just described the land and the merit. But in that prison, he told her how to imagine, He described it all, and then he said, you have to imagine and fix your mind on that with the name of Amitabha Buddha. Do it day and night as much as you can. And then when you die, you'll be born in that land. That's another occasion of the Amitabha Sutra. A little different, with the advice of how to practice. Yeah. Just concentrate, and imagine. Remember all the things that he described and fix your mind on it in detail. And remember the name of Buddha, then you'll be born there. Or you could even visit there, he said, while alive. Yeah. Something like that. So, plan B, huh? What, love?
We
prefer plan A. It don't matter, as long as you're free. Yeah? Wherever you're born, as long as you're free, and you continue your freedom searching, then it's fine with me. Okay? I just read it to you because it's interesting to know about other lands, other masters, other Buddhas. Yeah? It's good to, because you still have to live in the shadow world, You can't follow me later on. But I will be there also. Doesn't mean I'm here, doesn't mean I'm only here. Yeah? Yeah, because the soul can stretch infinitely. So the Tim Kotu is enjoying up there while I'm toiling down here. A part of it, you see what I mean? Like a string like this? Huh? Okay. And at the end is a microphone. Yeah. And the other end is a zig and zag and plug, and you see what I mean? Yeah. It's the same line. Yeah, okay? If Timbuktu was to be only in the original universe after he or she refound it, then the job here cannot take care. It's too far, too separated, too different, too much different from the shadow and the real. And also, Tim cannot go to hell sometimes, if necessary, to fish out some difficult fish, okay? The fish that Jesus mentioned. I teach you how to fish human. Okay. That is the fish I'm talking about. So she here, the Tim is in the world, is acting as a human connection, yeah? So the human can see and hear and benefit. The other part of Tims are all over in the universe. Remember the string, the whole string of the universe. So the Tim in the astral world is different. The Tim in second world different. The Tim, the same. It's just not so bound like here. Not so difficult to work. Even in astral world, people are already very easy to teach. Second world, third world, not to mention fourth, fifth. But if you see Tim in the astral world, you fall in love already. Not to talk about the second world Tim or the third world Tim or fourth or fifth. The human Tim looks like a human. behave like a human, has also power, but in this world have to connect with the higher team so that slowly, extend the power here and gradually. Okay. Number one, because the team's human team body is not as the body of astral team, or has to go all the way from the original team all the way down slowly, more power, a little less, a little less, a little less, a little less, a little less power until human world. Okay, because if it come all the way from original team immediately, then this world will be destroyed immediately. Cannot survive that power. So the human team is necessary to redigest and relocate it to suit the human's capacity of receiving and digesting. That's why it takes so long. Yeah. And the human team can receive the power also gradually, cannot do it all at once either. Yeah. So we may be able to say that the human team doesn't contain as much power as the original team. But because this world is like that, even if the human team contains all the power of the original team, then the world cannot also receive, cannot digest, cannot perceive it, cannot receive it, cannot be all given out. It's too much. Human body, human mind cannot bear. And the whole planet, trees, plant, everything. So it has to do slowly. So the human team look like a normal person, but inside has more power than normal person. But even then must train, slowly for the cells and the mind to be ready for all that. Also take long time, many years, many 10 years already. Yeah, the astral team is even more beautiful already. Yeah, and the higher you go, the more glorious, the more beautiful the team. And the original team is cannot describe. It's too much light, too bright, too radiant, too glorious, too everything. So, but the team in the original world is doing the original work, yeah? And the team from different levels is doing different work. Same team, but different power, different function, different blessing, same one. If the world here were able to receive all the blessing, then the team also bring it all down. The same, it just cannot, so no need, Yes, like if you need the small room only, you don't need such a big light, so you use just small lamp. Yeah, okay? Yes, you don't need, even though electricity in your house is very strong, can provide many things, but you don't need for such a small room. Or if you just light the bed light lamp, bed lamp, and you don't need a lot of electricity. It's small bulb. Not because your electricity not enough, just no need. Okay. And every team has a different function in different world, but they're all connected. Yeah. And this team can also manifest in different planets, not just one planet, many planets, many cosmos, many planes of spiritual existence. And look alike or may not be look alike. It depends. If that planet has people with two noses, then team over there we have two noses too. Otherwise, they think, who are you? So it depends on the beings, yeah? And if the planet there have the people with certain temperament, then the team has to also adapt to that, to help them accordingly, yeah? Cannot be too good and cannot be too bad. Has to be almost look like apparently look similar to the beings of that planet. So that is trust. You are one of us. You are us. If I came here with two noses, what do you think? For example, huh? Or the wisdom eyes is very obvious right here. What do you think? Huh? You and your children will be scared. Oh, monster. Yes, it's too different, too much, you see? So have to be similar. I don't know, anything else you want to know about Buddha or Tim? Tim Kotu, it sounds so how you say, too friendly to the boy next door, you know what I mean? Too much. Yeah. Even many movie stars, they change their name, you know? Like Marilyn Monroe, she wasn't Marilyn Monroe, she was just like Jean what? Huh? Jean Norman. Yeah. Norman. Normal Jean. Yeah. Very normal. But change it to Marilyn Monroe. Wow, it sounds glamorous. Yeah, already. Yes. So I think I changed Tim Kotu into something, I don't know. I think about it. Artistic name, you know, like pen name, yeah? Yeah, movie star name. Yes, ma'am.
I read a book and it described a universe like the central paradise, and there is with several, like 7 paradise around it, and there is like a big photon belt around this paradise.
A big what? Belt?
Gravitation belt.
Gravitation belt.
Yeah, and this book reveals like many things, and like there are 7 big universes, super universes around the central paradise.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if this was the central paradise, it was something like the original universe. Is that, or it's just the description of the second world?
No. Anybody from this planet can know about it, except him. Then he is not from original universe. Okay. Understand? Yeah. But it is one of like Buddha's land. He also surrounded with 7 this, 7 that. Similar like that.
Because there is the description that our universe is in one of these super universe.
Yours?
Yeah, we are like in the. Yeah. They are divided in many sections.
Yeah, but like that universe is better than this universe. You know, that land is better than our land. Yeah. It could be in the same universe. It's just different level of consciousness. Okay?
And it's always which level of consciousness does it belong to? Like, it's like second level or
that one? Give me a name.
Like this, we don't have the central paradise is named Havona.
Sounds already better than Tim. Sounds more paradise-like, you know, like those science fiction stuff. They know even better name. 3rd level. Okay, yeah. Not many people can reach a 5th level already. So mostly things that they see or describe are either astral 2nd or 3rd level, or max 4th level, maximum. Oh, any more question? Yeah, here.
Master, I just want to say thank you for never giving up on us.
You're welcome.
Sometimes I mean, when I hear some of the things you tell, even here, about the people who do something really not right, but you still help them. You know, you help them even directly now, or maybe in the case of people that they go to think about things, you will help them anytime that someone asks. I know that from my own experience. And even when I don't have faith in myself, if I pray, I feel your faith in me. And so it's, you know, that's just an unbelievable gift. And you do that for everyone, everything, every being. So,
of
thank
course,
you.
Madam. Of course. Even if I throw them out, don't think I left them. No. Just one of the 84,000 memes to teach us sentient beings, according to Buddha. Yeah. A master is not always being nice. Understand? You like sweetness, so it's bad for your teeth. Yeah. Sugar, candies, cakes, sweet, but it's not always good for us. Okay? Same with treatment from the master. Jesus has to go into the temple and then throw out and scold all these Mongols in there, and many other things. Okay, yeah. Buddha also. Doesn't matter. I just do my job. I don't leave anyone. They just left me, and then I wait, and then I wait until their heart comes back, not their body comes back. Their heart. Now, sentient beings are very difficult. Very difficult. Each one are more difficult than the next. So in different ways. Okay. Yeah. No problem. No problem. Even if the parents they don't leave their children, so how a spiritual master leave anyone? It's normal. Okay, it's normal. You just have to do it in different ways. Yeah, different person treat differently. Sometimes two people ask the same question, but I answer differently or treat them differently. Two persons do the same thing, but different treatment because of the inside. It's not the outside action or question. Okay? Love you. You look so humble. Anyone else? Feel free. Yeah.
Master,
Hello?
maybe I can't express it by a word, but I just felt that you had so much love, the God, for us, because even just one fraction of the your school power can destroy this world. But I thought that this physical job for the team must be very hard, because even you are on the presence of this world, people still can't be awakened. So it must be very hard for you, but you still have this so much love to, when you concentrate and fix the watch, you just, it's very hard, you know, but when you just moving by your hand, it's easier than fixing the watch.
Yeah,
fixing the
watch.
the watch. So this world, this earth is very small comparing to other universes and other planets. But the God concentrated so hard on this world. So I'm sorry, I can't maybe express my words.
Hard in other words too.
My question is it the most hardest part of this job in this world?
In this world?
Yeah. Because humans are so hard.
Yeah, more or less. You know it yourself. Don't ask me. You know more than I.
So yes, it's undescribable, infinite love you have for us. So I'd like to express thank you so much, Sister.
It's okay.
Thank you. Problem. We love you so much.
Yeah, I try. I try to love you. No, I do love you, but it's not the way that you think. Like human love each other. It's not. It's different. A little different. A big difference. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it don't look like love, but it is real love. It's different from human emotional love. Yeah. Or attaching love. It's quite different. I don't know how to describe it, but it's love. Okay. Even if you don't see it, it don't look like love, but it is love. Physically, you can also feel a little, right? Yeah. But it's more than that. Okay. Like the Buddha, he don't always say, I love you to Ananda or Sariputra or anyone else, but his action. Yeah, his action. he forsake the kingdom. You know, he forsake his wife, 500 wives. All the palace, you know, summer palace, winter palace, spring and autumn palace. He forsake them all and go out begging on the street for the sake of everyone that he met, and more than that. That is real love, okay? But he doesn't show or talk about love in any of the sutra. Yeah, it's men stuff also, you know. Men don't always say, I love you that much, yeah, even though they do. And like this guy, I don't think he say he loves his wife, but he sit one month long for her, just for her. Imagine, huh? 3 hours of Kuan Yin, and then must have light to match, 1 month long. You sit almost like the Buddha. Buddha and Jesus 49 days. Jesus 40 days and Buddha 49 days. You almost there. It's just that you sit just for one woman. They sit for, you know, one universe, one world at least. Okay. If you sit that much for higher goal, you probably get that. Also, you get it. It's good to love someone that much. Good to love someone more than yourself. It's very good. Very good. So that also brings you to enlightenment. No problem. Okay?
Thanks to you. Thanks to you.
You're welcome, Dhananda. I just remember the story, just lighten up. The mother gave birth to a twin, you know, one boy and one girl. And then her brother came, and then, you know, helping with after the labor and visit the sister. And the other sister at home, or maybe Anne or something, asked, oh, what did you do there? So, oh, I'm helping, you know, the sister, because she's, after the birth, she's kind of not very communicable. Yeah, probably sick or something. So what are you doing? Yeah, I have to do many things, you know, paperwork for them and making names for them and declaring names and family and all that. So, oh, so you chose the name for the for the twin? He said, yeah. So what did you choose for the girl? So he said, Denise. It sounds nice, you know? Dennis or Denise, okay. Ah, good name. And how about the boy? He said, the nephew. That is the nephew. Because I just think Dhananda, you know, so the niece and the nephew. So simple. But it's possible that some people are like that, you know, it's true. They choose the name for their children like US dollar. Yeah. It's a US dollar. US dollar, they like it. Because American name, you know, it sounds very trendy. And I don't remember some other name. It's very funny. And then the other one's like money, something like that. It's in English. They thought, wow, English name, you know, quite modern, né? Quite kind of posh, né? Chic, you know, chic name. Dollar. Anything else? Yeah, behind there. Yes.
Good morning, Master.
Morning.
I love you. I have one question. I'm a preschool teacher, so every day I prepare a meal for the children. But some of they are not vegan, but I have to prepare
meat food.
Yeah, meat food.
Yeah. Animal food.
Yeah, animal food. But my assistant do that. I only do the vegan part.
Okay, good.
But they transfer me to different school because we have a big
chain of schools
in the U.S. So I many years I working in there, and they transfer to a different school. And the supervisor tell me to prepare the meat part too for the children.
Oh.
So I quit my job because I don't want to break the five precepts. Is that right?
It's your life.
Yeah, I know. But I want to ask you, if the disciple is the preschool teacher, can they still prepare the meat part for the children or not okay?
Better not. Better for you if not.
So I quit my job.
It's not forbidden, but better not.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah. If it were me, I'd probably do the same.
Yeah.
I would choose my spiritual value instead of just earning to eat for one lifetime and wasting a lot of marriage for many lifetimes.
Yes.
Wasting the rare opportunity to progress.
Yeah.
I would do the same.
Yeah, so
But
I quit.
It's me, so it's up to you.
No, I quit my job. I think like
So
you.
what are you doing now? Jobless.
I stay home. I stay home, but I work for my husband. I cook for him.
Oh, also cook meat?
No, my
Okay.
husband is a new disciple. He just got initiated.
So?
Yeah, it's good.
So you are a chef cook?
For him.
Yeah, private
yeah.
butler. Private cook, okay?
Yeah.
If you don't mind, okay. Find many other job, anything, Go out, sell tofu, okay too. Make cake, something, sell outside. Make some cake and sell to some restaurant. Do anything. There are a lot of jobs.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Here.
Master, I just want to share with our brothers and sisters that our prayers are always truly answered.
Yeah, if you're sincere. Yes, you're connected.
Yes.
Tell me.
And for a long time now, almost every time I ask something or I have a question or I don't know what to do or there's just something I need help with, almost every time I'm answered straight away. If it's not straight away, it's within a few minutes.
Yes.
If it's more difficult, more complicated, definitely within a day.
Yeah.
But usually straight away.
Yeah.
But the thing is that heaven communicates with us in many different ways.
Yes.
And we have to have our eyes open and our ears open in order to interpret the message.
Correct.
Because many times our prayers are always answered, but many times we don't understand the answer.
Notice also.
And that's why. One time recently, my husband and I were facing a very challenging situation. It seemed almost insurmountable, almost physically impossible to overcome. Most people would consider it impossible to overcome. But of course, we're disciples and we know that everything is possible. And so we were talking about this while we were driving in the car.
Yeah.
And of course, we do our meditation, we increase our Kuan Yin, but also on a physical level, we were talking about what we can do, to try to overcome this problem.
Yes.
And then at that point, we reached a traffic jam in the road. But it wasn't just a normal traffic jam, it was big lorries, like huge vehicles. We couldn't even see what the obstruction was.
Yes.
And we thought we were going to be stuck here for hours. Oh. And then suddenly there was a little space and we said, okay, quickly go there. And then somehow we just weaved our way through it. It seemed impossible, but suddenly we found ourselves out of this traffic jam and everyone else was still there. Mm-hmm. And then we carried on driving thinking, what happened there? And then I said to my husband, that was a message. Mm-hmm. That was a message that we will get through. We'll find a way.
Yeah, I understand.
And this is how messages, this is just one example out of many hundreds that happen to us all the time.
Yes.
And this is how we receive our messages. So I just want to say to our brothers and sisters that we're never alone.
Keep your eyes open, ears open, eyes open, mind open.
And whenever we pray and we have a question, it's always answered.
Yes, I told that in the initiation time. Well, probably not direct to you. I say that whenever I give initiation, and I hope the Kuan Yin messenger say the same. Either you ask in your mind or you write it down, and the answer come right away, mostly. Or sometimes in a vision, or sometimes in dream, or sometimes through something else. Yeah, it's a sign, something. Okay, it's good. It's only because both of you are beautiful souls inside, you know. You have faith and you're sincere. You really try your best in meditation. And you do everything else in life also diligently. You don't rely on anyone, or you don't just sit there and wait for things to happen. You do things. And you are very sincere, both of you. That's why you can see, you know, other people would say, oh, don't even think about it. Don't even try to weave your way out, or don't even think that is a sign of the answer. Yeah, very good to know. I was very happy these days because so many beings come and happy, you know, tell me that they're happy and they thank you and all that. And some of them thank you, you know, thanks relatives, thanking you also, yeah, for this retreat as well. They also helped a lot, especially also during retreat. They come often, not just today or to retreat, but this retreat, a lot more people came. I mean, beings, invisible beings, it's just like movies, you know, in front of me. And it's funny is that they came in, but their face, just the face, yeah. Probably the whole body, no room. My screen is small. And their face even minimized, you know, so that as many go in front of me as possible. So I asked heaven how many of them, we could keep coming. They said, cannot count. They're just so happy, you know, smiling. Or some are smiling but serious, look serious but not sad, understand? Solemn, you know, but not sad. They're all very grateful. I am glad too. Yeah, good. Anything else? Here, please.
Good morning, Master.
Good morning.
Just want to share my inner experience.
Yeah.
During the Thailand retreat, last time, the very crowded one, 40,000 of them.
Really?
Yes, it was 40,000.
My God.
And they even tell me the Thailand newspaper they publish 40,000 people has elevated to the
Thailand.
has elevated into the third level, Buddha.
All reach level Buddha 40,000?
Yeah, they wrote in a newspaper heading. Yes, somebody told me that.
Yeah, I didn't read that.
And then I went to the retreat because we cannot go inside the hall. So some of them were asked to stay in the room. So it's my turn to stay in the room. And I went inside. There was nobody in the room, and there was kind of a breeze, like wind blowing.
Wind blowing.
Yeah, so I feel very comfortable. So I sat there to meditate. And then you appear. And it was so bright. You was having so bright light. and then you told me, oh, I have elevated you to the third level. And then you spark a light on me, and it spiraled around my body. And I feel so nice, so happy.
Just nice and happy.
No, later on, another sister, she went to the hall to listen to your lecture, and then she rushed to the room, and she was pending, and she was telling me, oh, Master elevate everybody to the third level. And then it was exactly the word you told me when you came to the room. I was so surprised, but I didn't dare to tell her my inner experience because I think they wouldn't believe me.
They would. They would. Yeah.
Because I was thinking, is it real? I already elevated to third level.
It's good. It's good.
So I'd like to thank you for elevating us to the third.
You are very welcome. Why cannot you guys talk in a normal voice like your mother here? I thank you, Master. I love you so much. Even when singing, you know, I will forever love you. Sing in Vietnamese the same, you know. Normally sing better, but here, here is different voice. Okay, all of you happy. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear good experience. Some more? No? Okay. Okay then, you probably go eat, huh? Or what time is it now? Past, look at that, we're on time. Breakfast ready for you. Breakfast in bed even, almost like in bed. It's good, huh? Anyone else want to say something? Otherwise, bon appetito. It was not bad talking to you 4 hours on end. No, 3. I came at what? 5 o'clock, huh? More or less, right? 4 o'clock? No. 4:30? 4:30? Okay, then I could stay another half an hour and then become 4 hours. Oh, you're joking. You need to go eat. You go eat and your mama go sleep. I don't know if I can sleep. My dog, he did it again. Yesterday, thunder and raining. And he jumped on my bed again. And my bed is under the bed, you know. I use the bed to put things down. And then I sleep under the bed. And then he, so scared, he jumped on the bed again. Yeah. I say, you tough guy, you don't worry about that. But too much thunder so quick because their ears are very sensitive, you know. So we hear a little bit, we already very scared, you know. Not scared, but feeling uncomfy, no? Very loud, and then for dogs it would be worse, you know. So I like to hide. Good morning, good appetite, okay? Yeah. All right, see you later. Love you, love you.